The iron bars loomed before me like a sinister barrier, separating me from the outside world. My days were an endless cycle of monotony and despair, locked away in this grim prison with no hope of escape. But tonight, as I lay on my cold, lumpy mattress, I heard a faint scratching sound coming from the wall behind me. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. I had heard rumors of something lurking in the shadows, and now it seemed that something had found its way to my cell. The scratching grew louder, more insistent. I strained my ears, trying to make sense of the sound. It was almost like a message, a series of rhythmic taps that formed a code only I could decipher. Fear and curiosity battled within me as I hesitated, contemplating whether I should investigate or ignore the unnerving disturbance. Against my better judgment, I decided to respond to the mysterious call. I tapped back hesitantly at first, and then with more conviction. To my surprise, the response was immediate. The tapping increased in intensity, taking on an urgency that sent a shiver down my spine. Suddenly, the wall next to me vibrated, as if something were trying to break through from the other side. My breath caught in my throat as the noise grew louder, becoming a cacophony of scratching and tapping. Panic surged through me, and I retreated to the far corner of my cell, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest. And then it stopped. The silence that followed was deafening, and I strained my ears, waiting for the next move from whatever was on the other side. Minutes passed like hours, and just when I began to convince myself that it was a figment of my imagination, the scratching resumed, but now it was accompanied by an eerie, guttural whisper. My blood ran cold as I strained to listen to the haunting words. It was a language I couldn't comprehend, a series of guttural sounds that sent shivers down my spine. But somehow, deep in the recesses of my mind, I felt a strange connection to the voice. It was as if it was speaking to a part of me that had long been dormant, awakening something that I had buried beneath the weight of my sins. The whisper grew louder, filling my cell with a palpable malevolence. It seemed to penetrate every corner of my mind, unraveling my sanity like a frayed thread. I clutched my head, trying to block out the haunting voice. But it was no use. The words seeped into my very being, planting seeds of madness that took root in the darkness of my soul. In a desperate attempt to escape, I banged on the prison door, shouting for the guards, but my pleas fell on deaf ears. It was as if I was trapped in a nightmare, condemned to face this otherworldly torment alone. As the hours dragged on, the whisper grew louder, its words more urgent and insistent. I could feel my sanity slipping away, replaced by an overwhelming terror that threatened to consume me whole. I clung to the bars, desperate for any shred of humanity, but the malevolent presence on the other side showed no mercy. And now, as I sit here, recounting this horrifying encounter, I can feel its presence lingering in the depths of my mind, waiting for the next opportunity to torment me. Whatever it is, whatever force or entity has invaded my prison cell, I know that my sanity and my soul are no longer my own. I am forever bound to the haunting whispers from the other side, and I fear that there is no escape from this nightmarish fate.